the comments.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
You guys, you early birds.
God, so many early birds in there. You guys are talking like a half hour before we even get in here. I love all of y'all.
I know. It's like they're creating their own little community.
I love it.
It's like the pre-show gang.
I know. It's all those people that like tailgate. You guys are tailgating every morning. I love it.
Exactly right.
You guys bring your coolers. You guys have all your beverages and your snacks.
I love it.
I totally want to hang out with you guys. Okay, so do I need to talk about my blazer? Is that what
yeah, because you went
really
on your business trip and had to wear a blazer.
So on Monday, Mock was making fun of me because I had to wear a blazer. Because I mentioned that to her, and she's like, "You had to wear a what?"
So you had to get professional photos done in a blazer.
So I had to have my headshot done for my company that I'm working at now. And sorry, there's something on my screen. I have to wipe off my screen. I know you guys don't see it, but there's like a big blob on my screen and I can see it, and it's like right in my face. Okay, so I had to go get my I went on my business trip last week, as y'all know, because I wasn't with you. We weren't all together. You know, it's like we have to have our time together. And so we weren't together Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because I had to go to Orlando for my first business trip with this new company. And so I had to have my headshots taken. And, you know, I'm the director of communications for this company. And I thought it would be cool if we like had, you know, if we all just dress, you know, like I dress, you know, I dress
normal,
Daisy-ish, you know,
casual. You're like casual.
I always wear. I have my signature hoop earrings and like my stuff. You know, I wear my stuff, and so
you're like business casual, right?
I'm a business casual person. So I thought, you know, we could all just kind of wear what we wear, you know. And then they said no, we all wear like dark blazers and slacks. Which is fine, you know, but you guys, I haven't worn a blazer since like
the fact that you had a blazer.
Oh, I was panicked, you guys. I mean, I panicked. I had like a moment of, oh, God, I haven't worn a blazer since like 1998. I haven't worn a blazer. And so I went upstairs to my guest closet and I was like, flipping through my closet. And I found in the back of my closet, I found a blazer, and I kid you not, it had shoulder pads in it. And that's what I wore for my.
I cannot wait to see this photo. I cannot wait.
And she cannot wait. Like, and I didn't even tell her that, but she goes, "Did your blazer have shoulder pads in it?" And I was like, "Yes, it did. Yes, it did."
Like the built-in kind, or the kind that you could take out just there?
They were built in. They were sewn in, and I didn't rip those suckers out of there.
Was it from Jones, New York?
It was actually it was from Express, but it wasn't from like, you know, now present day Express. It was from Express like 10, maybe 15, 17 years ago.
Wow.
And I wore it. Shannon's like blazer Daisy. Yeah.
Blazy.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be blazy, you guys. I may be blazy for the rest of the week. I may be.
I think you should be.
I know a lot of people are like, I got rid of all my blazers. I thought I did, but thank you, Jesus. I had one black blazer in that closet because I wasn't about to buy a new one, and I did. And I wore my blazer, and I was like,
so businessy.
And I wore it. Yeah,
that is awesome.
Somebody said could be worse. Go to work for Century 21.
Oh yeah, then you really gotta have the blazer.
Isn't that a yellow one? Because that would be really bad for my skin tone. Really bad. Anyway, so that happened.
Mary is asking the concoction that my doctor prescribed for the Rona. It's not my doctor, first of all. It's Kira's dad, who is a doctor, but it's not my doctor.
That's right.
In fact, my mom was like, you should call your doctor and tell her that you're on this concoction. I was like, nah, she doesn't need to know.
She doesn't care. Why does she care? She doesn't need to care. Yeah.
It's hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and a Zithromax pack or whatever, a Z-pack. Yeah. And that's it. And I only have one more dose to take of the Z-pack. And then I have like 7 more days or something like that of the hydroxy. I feel good. I feel good. I've got some residual gook in here, but that's whatever.
So it's working its way out. It's like all the gunk is working its way out of your system, and you're feeling like more like yourself again. So you think it?
Yeah.
So you would be a testimonial for taking the concoction. I feel
like I would. I mean, I'm reluctant to say that 100%, only because would I have felt this way without it? I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. So, or the reverse could be true. What if I had started it last week? Maybe I could have avoided a whole weekend feeling crappy. So I really don't know. But if I'm definitely not having anything bad happen from it. So
right.
And I feel like I'm starting to sound more normal. I feel like I could work out today, which is I've not done in 3 weeks. I've not done any kind of exercise in 3 weeks.
I also have not, just because of the holidays and stuff. I just feel like a complete slug. I haven't worked out in 3 weeks. But it has nothing to do with the Rona. It has everything to do with just me being lazy. Lazy Daisy.
I feel like I kind of tasted my banana this morning a little bit. Like I felt like if I just put this in my mouth and I just closed my eyes and didn't know what I was eating, I feel like I would recognize it as a banana.
People are asking.
Progress.
People are asking if you can taste, and they're saying that you look much better. You must have looked like complete shit yesterday.
Thanks, you guys.
So people are asking for you to describe your workout, Mock.
I mean, I just do like YouTube videos. Literally, that's literally what I do. Is I just do like Zumba type. That's it.
She's a Zumba.
Yeah, because somebody's saying that could help move the stuff in my lungs. That's not a bad plan. Yeah, that's not a bad plan.
Maybe do a little Denise Austin. Get out there.
Or what was the other one? Denise Austin. Remember the lady that looked like a lizard who
I don't know, Tammy Lee Webb.
Yes.
She does Buns of Steel. Yeah.
Buns of Steel, yes. What was her
name? Tammy Lee Webb.
Okay. There was her, and then there was the woman who was like such a mom.
Remember Susan Powder with the really short hair?
Oh my God, yes.
I knew all those chicks. Yeah.
Remember the dude that did this on that machine thing with the long mullet ponytail? What was his name?
I don't know his name. Anybody know his name? He sold a bunch of those. He's like
Tony. Was it Tony?
They're all named Tony. Listen, they're all those guys selling crap on TV after like 10 o'clock at night are all named Tony. Listen, and then there's Richard Simmons, and then there's Denise Austin. Listen, you got Tony Little.
Tony Little, yes.
Tony Little, Becky, Summer, everybody knows Tony Little. They're all like, Tony Little.
Yes, Tony Little. And Kathy Smith, that's the one that was like the mom.
Smith.
Remember?
Right. They're all, yes, Kathy Smith. She was gorgeous.
They're probably all still doing these things.
We make fun of them, but they're all loaded and retired. They're not doing these things. They're all retired, Mock. Are you kidding me? They're all living like in these palatial estates, and they're like rolling around in their giant king size beds of cash. That's what they're doing.
Do you know, like 3 weeks ago or whatever, when I was working out, I did a video. This will throw you right back to Gilad.
Oh my God! Somebody said Gilad in here.
I love him.
Oh my God, Gilad. Is he? Where's he from?
I think Israel.
Okay, so he has like the delicious accent that sounds like BB.
Yeah, and he has that really, really nice, deep, buttery voice.
When I say BB, I'm talking about Netanyahu. You guys, he sounds like it sounds like he's going to make like some sort of a peace deal.
Yes.
It's like
he's hot. Like he's a real. I like doing his stuff because he's good, and he's always got really hot people with him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that his stuff is fun to do.
Now we know why Mock does the videos that she does. She's like, who's hot? This guy looks like he's like Israeli hot.
I mean, he's got those dark curly hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of hot, we'll tell you who's completely not hot, the opposite of hot, and that is Farty McFarterson, you guys.
Eric Swalwell, man, he's gotten himself into a heap of trouble. So, so there's apparently, I died laughing at the Daily Mail headline yesterday that said Chinese honeypot spy Fang Fang is like wrapped up with Eric Swalwell, and I was like, Fang Fang? This is what I'm calling her now. Fang Fang.
Fang Fang. Well,
Fang Fang did the bang bang.
Is that allegedly?
No, she for sure slept with 2 people.
Oh,
We know she slept with 2 people. I just don't know that we know who those people are.
okay. So
And now Swalwell, he's just refusing to say if he was one of the people.
okay, so we know that he had a relationship with Fang Fang. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why you're laughing, Mock. That's her name.
So absurd on
Listen,
every level.
Don't be such a racist. That's her name. Okay. Her name
Why
is
do they call her that though? Because her name isn't. It's Christina Fang.
Oh, I thought her name.
But I mean, no, it literally says from Axios, a Chinese national named Fang Fang or Christina Fang allegedly operate. I mean, I don't know how you go by both.
Well, I think that you should start calling yourself Mock Mock.
I mean, what kind of crazy is that?
I mean, it's very catchy. Mock Mock. So Dale said Swalwell had a fang bang.
I mean, so maybe Fang Fang is her legit name, and Christina is the like Americanized version of that.
Right.
Because obviously that's the translation. You go from Fang. Oh yeah, that's Christina.
It's Christina. She wanted to Americanize her name, so she was like, "My name is Christina Fang." That's what it is. Yeah. So anyway, so they had a relationship because he's a good family guy, you know,
right?
And he wants to totally talk about how Donald Trump is like a horrible, horrible guy that doesn't have any morals. So he went ahead and he had this like relationship with this Chinese chick. So while he's in bed with her having the Fang gang, he's given away God knows what kind of secrets about, you know, America, right?
I mean, it got bad enough where the FBI had to step in and they were like, dude, you need to break off whatever relationship you have with her. And so he immediately did. And now he's trying to say that this entire story is Trump's fault.
Oh, I mean, of course it's Trump's fault.
I mean,
how would you not draw that correlation between A and Trump? How would you not do that? Of course.
I mean, what in the world?
Yeah. When he did that, when he made that correlation on whatever network that he did it, did he fart? Because he does that.
He does have a little bit of a problem in that area.
Flatulence area. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That, you know, his campaign or his team or whatever released a statement yesterday, just basically saying, you know, it was a business relationship and she was helping out with some campaign activities, blah. And as soon as he understood that she was a spy, he cut her off, and then she skipped town because she realized the FBI was onto her. And so he's saying it's perfectly innocent, but the story is not going away. And I guess Tucker and some other outlets reached out to him last night and said, did you sleep with Fang Fang? Did you have the gangbang with Fang Fang? And they won't respond. I cannot believe that this is a story. This is our world.
And yet these are the people who want to be taken seriously.
He's all like Russia spies. Shut up, Eric.
I know, just shut up, Farterson. It's like he ran for president, you guys.
Right?
He ran for president, and he was like, listen, take me seriously. I'm gonna run for president.
Wow, we dodged a bullet, man. America dodged a big bullet.
Oh my God, he was one of the first ones to drop out, right? I mean, wasn't he?
I think so.
I think he was the very first one, besides the chick who went into the bar and said she wanted ranch. What's her name?
Oh my God, I forgot about her. Gillibrand.
Yeah, Gillibrand. Gillibrand is, I want some ranch.
She hung out longer than he did.
Did she?
I feel like she did.
Okay, so I'm pretty positive that he was the first one to drop out because he's that bad.
Yeah, he's terrible.
And this guy he is an elected representative. I mean, California.
He's on committees. I mean, like he does.
Intelligence. I believe it's the Intelligence Committee that he's on, which is
perfect.
Which is a complete oxymoron, right? And so, and now Intelligence Committee, he's hanging out with a chick named Fang Fang, and then these people are given God knows what information to China, which is basically, I mean, let's be serious for a moment. China is like, I feel like they're our biggest threat.
Oh, without question,
Yeah.
which is why it's so dumb that Joe Biden could very well be president.
Right.
I mean, he
right,
couldn't be more compromised when it comes to China.
Right.
So, and the more ridiculous thing about Eric's team and how they're responding to the questions about whether or not he slept with Fang Fang is that he's saying he can't comment because it's classified.
Oh my God. These people,
I just can't.
We get the government we deserve, right? Which is what Rob would always used to say. And it's so true. I mean, he's an idiot. My 10-year-old is smarter than these people.
I know.
This guy is like a class A moron, and he is in that position. And I'm like, how? I mean, the only thing I can think of is, well, California, right? It's California.
But I mean, he's not the dumb, he's not the only dumb idiot in Congress.
No.
You look at like a Mazie Hirono.
Oh my God.
She's so dumb.
I know.
So dumb.
And then you like go down to the lower echelons. And who was that chick when it was Trump was giving the speech about, was it Trump I think it was Trump that was giving the speech about about illegal aliens coming in. And remember that one chick that made the comment about coyotes?
Oh, that's right.
You remember?
Who was that?
I don't even know who it was. She was like, I think she may have even been like a city council person, I mean, but still, I mean, these are people who are elected people, right?
Yeah, that's right. And she was like, I cannot understand how coyotes can actually smuggle a child across the border. I mean, are they going to just like carry it by the scruff of the neck?
She was serious. I mean, these are serious. These are elected people. These are people who constituents put into office, and that they are paid by taxpayers. And I'm just like, oh my God, like that comment alone should get you booted. These people are utter morons, and they represent constituents. They represent us. It's terrifying, absolutely terrifying. And so I look at like a Swalwell. He's been in there for quite some time, and this episode alone should be grounds for him just go away.
I know, just resign. Like just remove yourself from the American consciousness.
Exactly.
But he won't, because none of these people, they're all so full of themselves.
I know.
And they can do no wrong.
And then these are the same people who make the rules and say, you can't do so and so, but I can. I can go ahead and do all the things, but you guys can't.
Did you see this whole Lori Loughlin's daughter on that Red Table Talk thing?
I didn't. So she was on with Jada Pinkett.
Yes. And Jada Pinkett's mom and Jada Pinkett's daughter.
Yes. Willow. Mm-hmm.
So
what happened?
That was the platform that she chose to like break her silence about her parents. Yeah.
All right.
I guess, I mean, it's interesting because she's such an entitled little monster. Yeah. And so, she was like, I just didn't really feel like I did anything wrong because everybody does it. But now I get it. Now I get that it's really wrong and I feel terrible about it. So that was essentially what she said. But the more interesting conversation actually took place before they brought her on. And there's this clip that's going around social media of the conversation that those three women, the family, the Pinketts, had with each other about her coming on. And the mom of Jada, I think her name's Adrienne.
Yeah.
The mom, she didn't want any of it. Like, she was like, it is the height of white privilege for this girl to use our platform to seek, forgiveness from the world for what her parents did. Like, it is the height of white privilege. And she, because Black people go through so much and we never get these kinds of, that we don't ever get this kind of treatment. It's so ridiculous that we're even giving her this platform. And Jada responded and was like, no, you're essentially being as racist as other people are to Black people. If you're saying she doesn't deserve the platform simply because she's white, then that's kind of like racist too. And I mean, it was just a really interesting conversation that happened about them even having her on the show. But like they were acting as though the platform is so great. And I'm sure it is. Like, I know it's very popular, that what is it? Is it a podcast? Is that what they call it?
I think it's a podcast. Yeah. Cause I mean, you can, I would consider it a podcast.
Okay.
The Red Table Talk. I would consider it a podcast.
And it's it's wildly popular.
Yeah. I've watched several episodes of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But for them to pretend as though this girl, Olivia, wasn't also bringing them an exposure that they wouldn't ordinarily get.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Right.
And none of them would own that. None of them even thought of that. You know what I mean? In that whole conversation, which I thought was just really interesting.
And I also find it interesting that, you know, Jada doesn't also recognize that, you know, there's an element, and I'm just throwing this into the mix, that she also doesn't recognize that her husband has also given her a platform. So let's throw a level of sexism in there too. You know, let's face it, she would not have the notoriety that she has today if it were not for her husband's platform and him giving that platform to her.
Right.
She's not half as popular as him.
Oh, yeah, not even close.
I mean, she has had her level of success because her husband is a complete megastar. So there's that.
There's that.
I mean, like if she wasn't married to him, that Pinkett name wouldn't be as popular if she wasn't married to a Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. So, and it's not like her mom would have a platform. It's not like Willow would have a platform.
Her mom wouldn't have a mansion to live in. Are you kidding?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, let's get real. So, I mean, let's talk about privilege, shall we? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, this is the thing. There's all sorts of levels of privilege. Yeah. So which one do you want to talk about first?
We're going to play the clip on the show this morning because it's just, I can't wait to hear what Rob says about it too, because it's just that's what went viral more so than anything Olivia herself said. And she was just this, you know, she's an idiot. So like what she had to offer was nil. She was just making excuses and then trying to say, I'm so sorry. But I mean, that was it. There wasn't really anything meaty or interesting about it. It was that conversation that happened ahead of it that was really the interesting stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Mark, so much for the super chat. We saw it, and I just didn't respond to it quickly enough because I got on this tangent.
I didn't see it either.
He sent a super chat and was just like, "Thank you for what you do," and it was just very, very sweet.
We really appreciate that. Yeah,
thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so that is happening. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, Elon Musk did move to Texas.
That's fantastic.
And he personally.
That's fantastic. He should. SpaceX is right down the road from like our house. In fact, when we move there, it'll be right down because I'll be moving there probably in like 6 months. And when we are there and visiting, like the last time we were there at Thanksgiving, twice that week, we heard these giant booms, and it's SpaceX because they'll have like rocket launches and stuff like that. They'll do like testing and things like that. So, I mean, they're there and he's there, and I don't blame him because California sucks. Why would he want to be in California? Why would he want to be there? People are fleeing. People are fleeing from California. They're fleeing from New York. They're fleeing from all these places, and they're going to places like Texas. They're going to Florida. A lot of people are going to Florida. And I read an article yesterday about how tons of companies are going to Florida because that's where the money is. That's where, you know, there's no state income tax. They're fleeing.
That's where they have a decent governor.
Right. They're fleeing. They want to go where freedom is. They want to go where the money is. They want to go where they can. This is where people want to go. Yeah. And that is where companies will go where, you know, they're going to go where the money is. What are you going to do when you look around and you see places like New York City boarded up? What used to be like a flourishing, I mean, listen, I've never been a big fan of New York City, but people loved it. And so what's going to happen in like a year or two when you see it and that place is a ghost town? Yeah. What are they going to do? How are Democrats going to explain that away? How are they going to explain that? How are they going to explain?
That's a good question because it's like you can only blame so much stuff on rich people, right?
Right.
And you can say they're greedy and they're trying to avoid taxes. Well, there's a reason. Yeah. There's a reason they're rich. It's because they've actually done well at avoiding taxes.
Exactly. And so how are you going to explain that? How are the Cuomos and and all these, how are the Bidens? How are the AOCs? AOC she's the one that said, I don't want Amazon And was it Amazon? She didn't want Amazon in New York City. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they'll go other places and they'll flourish in other places. So explain that away when people do well in other states and other cities, explain it.
Yeah, I would love to hear how they do that. There's going to be another tell-all, and this time it's Kellyanne Conway.
Wait, she's writing it?
Yeah, and she's getting bank. They are paying her like more than any other person ever, apparently. She's probably going to make like as much as the Obamas did for their many, many biographies, autobiographies.
I kind of want to say good for her,
Yeah, well, there are people, not Trump, but there are people in his circle that are freaking out because they're afraid of what she will say about the people in his circle. So that is a book that I would be interested in reading for sure.
So wait, they're freaking out about the people in his circle are freaking out, but Trump is not freaking out.
I don't think so. At least that's not like the stuff that I read about it is more about Trump's not worried because he feels like he has a good relationship with her, but other people in his circle do not particularly like her or have a good relationship with her, and they're worried about what she's going to say about working with them.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, though. I'll totally read that.
Because she'll talk about her troll, disgusting husband.
Right.
And how are
they still married?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God. Like that whole relationship. I wonder if like that will be the demise of them.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's a book that I would not mind picking up.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be very, very juicy. Yeah. There are a lot of people in our comments saying that they will totally do it. They will read it. Yeah, I'll read it.
But on the other hand, I don't know that she's that big of a tea spiller, as the kids say today.
Oh my God, look at you throwing out like a Gen X, a Gen Z phrase.
I don't know how much tea she's going to spill because she is very, how she is in interviews and stuff. She does want to maintain some semblance of privacy. I mean, I'm sure that a book publisher, as part of the deal, is going to demand a certain amount of openness.
It's no holds bar because she's out. She's done. Like she doesn't have to work there anymore. I think she's going to spill it all. I think she'll spill it.
Even about her family, though?
Totally. I think she'll spill it. She'll say the things. I think they're being sort of, and now that Claudia is going to be doing American Idol or some crap.
Yes.
I think it's going to take on a whole new, it's going to be a new era for the Conways. I think that they're going to just start, and who knows, they'll probably get a reality show out of it.
Oh my God.
It'll be like the Osbournes, only worse.
So much worse because of George.
Right. We'll have to deal with that hair.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I know.
Oh crap. I got to go because I'm going to get my check-in at 7:30.
She's got to go.
I got to get my check-in.
She's got to get her sound check-in, and I'm going to go upstairs and get some more coffee. So you guys,
all right.
Bring it in.
Oh, new podcast episode is coming out today of the Motley Show. Make sure that you are subscribed on any podcasting platform that you use.
And tell your friends to subscribe. Tell everybody to subscribe. This is you guys, it's imperative that you do that.
Yes, because you got to help Daisy quit her corporate job.
You guys, subscribe. Subscribe to our podcast and tell your friends. Do it. You guys have a great day. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.